Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Sorry, my head's blocking it. Do another beer I got on 𝗂𝓗, another Wild Ale. This one's from Garde Brewing out of Tillamook, Oregon. That's where they make the ice cream. The Château, a spontaneous wild ale aged in oak barrels blended from 4 years. It's actually bottled last August. It's only 5.5 ABV, so a pretty light beer. And yeah, I popped the cap on it. And I didn't realize there was a cork underneath it, so then I had to go get the corkscrew. It took me a minute to get the cork out, and that pours to a standard, wild ale, kind of that orange IPA kind of color, but also big, foamy head on there. And it came like this close to spilling over, but it didn't, at least not that I saw. So, wow. Yeah, love a good wild ale. This is a huge Brett note, but also very fruity. Well, this smells like almost sweet. I would say it's kind of like Granny Smith apple, green pear, definitely some orange citrus. I might even say like there's a little bit of tropical notes in here too. Like it's like a slight little bit of guava. I wouldn't call it pineapple. I mean, it has that lovely, American wild ale character. It's not the same as the Belgians, It's kind of similar to a lambic, but yeah. So it's like, to me, it's a nice balance of both fruitiness and Brett and like sour acidity. I can just tell it's going to be pretty sour off the nose here. Let's find out. Cheers. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty sour. It's like sucking my face in like a cartoon, like where somebody's like face like implodes, like that Simpsons where Homer, like the one with the lemon tree. That was like a sensation I was feeling. I will say it is not nearly as fruity tasting as it is smelling, because on the nose on here, this smells lovely. I mean, it's just huge fruit bouquet. The actual taste is all like Brett and like lactic acidity. In fact, I'd say it's probably more sour than it is tart. The Brett was pretty big on the nose, but it's not so much in the palate. Yeah, really dry, which is nice. And then it finishes like with that nice tartness. It doesn't have like any kind of overripe fruit notes you tend to get on a lot of wilds. Like I said, it smells like green apple. Does not taste like green apple. Maybe a little bit of green pear. Like I said, it smells like guava. It doesn't really have that tropical taste to it. It kind of has like a suggestion of tropical, but like not like any like individual like fruits you could just pick out. Like, oh, there's the guava, there's the pineapple. Yep. Really high acidity on this one. Yeah, pretty impressive considering it's only 5.5 ABV. Let's top this off here. Looks like it was bottle conditioned, so I just poured in whatever yeast was in there. You can see it went from, I didn't really talk about the clarity on there, but it was like fairly clear, and like now it's funny, it kind of looks like a hazy IPA now. Yeast didn't really change much. I think it's like slightly less acidic with the yeast in there. Yeah, this is pretty tasty. I was looking this up on Untappd before we started, and like all my friends, quote unquote friends on Untappd, were all raving about this one, giving it really high marks. I mean, like there's a woody quality to it, but it's pretty subtle. You'd have to like really search to look for it or to find it. Yeah, but I just like the whole presentation here. This is not quite as good as some of the other, wild ales that I've had, like the Ralph from Ale Apothecary. I think I like that a little bit better than this one. But this one's really drinkable, really tart. My only complaint is like it's not as fruity tasting as it is fruity smelling. If anything, I might just be drinking it too young, even though it took 4 years to make the actual beer, and that's been sitting in the bottle for what, 8 months or so. But yeah, this is really good. Before I get into the rating for the Château, gotta plug 𝗂𝓗. This was, $11, which seems expensive, but that's actually pretty cheap for a wild ale. Usually they're like double or triple that. Nice 375 ml kind of unique European style bottle on here. Looks like Tilquin or something like that. So if you want to sign up for Tavor, use my link. That gets you $10 off. All right, so my score for the Château. I like it. I'm not in love with it, and I'm not quite as impressed as some of my friends on Untappd who are really raving about it. But I like a good wild ale more than most people. I think I'm gonna go like 8, maybe 8.5 on this one. Kind of like in that B plus A- range. Like I said, my biggest complaint is just that I love the fruity aroma, and just I would prefer a little bit more actual fruity flavors, but everything in here is nice. So yeah, if you can find this one, the Château, pick it up. All right, so I'm rambling. Check out Chad's Beer Podcast, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.